everyone, it is Liam Catterson here, and we're reacting to Buffy the Vampire Slayer episode number 11 of season 6. Already at the halfway mark with this season, which is... I know I say this every season for Buffy, but it is crazy because time has flown by so fast for me. And, yeah, I guess it's just the thrill of watching Buffy the Vampire Slayer. It's such an immersive show. It's a show that I absolutely adore so much. And even watching Angel alongside Buffy, time just goes by so fast. So, yeah, but, this is episode 11 of season 6. Yeah, it was very, very rough last time. Willow hitting rock bottom. And now she's realizing she has to go cold turkey because it could have been worse last time. She could have killed Dawn with how far in she was with the magic, and it's been something of a concern all season long. Everyone has been voicing their concerns regarding Willow and her addiction to this magic. And the last episode was when things got really serious. It was an eye-opener for Willow because she has to be lucky that, if anything, she's done in Dawn's arm because, like I said, it could have been even worse. So, yes, but she's made the decision that she's cutting it completely, and it's a good job. I mean, I know she said something similar in episode 8, and that lasted a few hours, but I think the situation is even more concerning because, like I said, it could have been even worse for Dawn with how reckless Willow was being. So, yeah, but looking forward to checking this episode out. So with that said, let's jump into episode number 11 of season 6 for Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Let's go.
Willow has a problem. The next few weeks are going to be crazy.
We have to get rid of every trace of magic for her to go cold turkey.
Trying to stay away from, could cause her to give in to temptation.
Speak of the devil.
And that would be bad.
Did it?
Is it like...
Is it? Yeah.
It's invisible, isn't it? It's kind of cool, not gonna lie.
Sweetheart?
Oh.
My, Goldilocks. I love this hair. The way it bounces around when... This flapjack's not ready to be flipped.
How is that supposed to...
As if you and your boyfriend would like to...
He's not... not my boyfriend. He's, just... Spike, this, nice woman is, from social services.
Oh, right.
So skedaddle.
Hey, Buffy's a great mom. She takes good care of her little sis. Like, when Dawn was...
Spike.
Actually.
Oh, so you live with another woman.
Oh, it's not a
Why
gay
is she, like,
thing,
pushing the whole relationship?
Well, she's gay, but we don't gay. Not that there's anything, wrong with...
Uh-oh.
I know what that looks like, but I
Oh,
swear it's not
no.
what it looks like. It's magic weed. It's not mine.
I do what is in Dawn's best interest. As should you. Have a nice day.
She's a demon!
Didn't go
No.
well, huh?
I mean...
Why won't you go?
That's their, like,
Get
job,
out
isn't
of
it?
here.
So... Oh, shit! Oh, my... Oh, my goodness.
Well,
Give it! Oh, I need to be invisible.
I was gonna say, I think he turned invisible.
Watch it, don't give it.
Oh, boy. Oh, no! Oh! Oh, no!
a point.
Hey, Buffy. Where are you?
At table 4, apparently. Well, that remains to be seen. Like you. Don't strain yourself looking, Xander.
Wait a sec, have you been feeling ignored lately?
Yeah, ignored. I wish. No, this
Isn't
is
that
a
such a
deal. I don't know what
call
happened.
back to
I
season
left
1?
Main Street- Nope, Didn't see nothing. See what I did there? With
Hey!
Why would anyone make her invisible anyway?
I guess it wouldn't matter if I just jump off the wagon completely, since you already think I'm making pit stops.
Well, look, if you say you didn't do it. Willow, where you going?
For a walk.
She's gonna clear her head. This is it though, like, it does hurt from her perspective.
Well, we had so many plans.
It's just assumption, isn't
Naked
it?
women.
Okay, who's the...
Oh my god, Buffy, she's absolutely trolling her.
What?
I didn't say anything.
Not you. The mug. It's... Before, it made my coffee
I love
dance.
this.
It told me to...
To what?
Nothing.
Doris, take the rest of the day off. See your doctor.
What about my cases?
We'll put someone else on them and have them redo the Summers interview.
I'm not crazy.
Gets a second chance.
I am not...
I'm going home to living like a good spook.
Well, there's that like kind of 360 angle, like episode 11 of season 1. Buff?
Buffy?
I told you. Like pudding, am I right? Rice or tapioca.
Skunky.
Wouldn't be like that.
We have to find Buffy. She's got to know.
Is she
Not sure
gonna
Buffy's
start
be too
to...
broken up over a pylon.
Anya, whatever's happening to the pylon will probably happen to her.
Yeah, it's
If we don't find
decaying.
Buffy, I mean, if we don't figure out how this was done.
She's pudding?
Don't be pudding.
Because it's Superman's book, you moron.
Well, Lex doesn't kill him, does he?
Listen, Warren. You get that ray working, and the first thing we're gonna do is find Buffy and revisible her before it's too late.
Oof.
You got
Oh.
me?
Fine.
Oh.
Spike?
Oh my goodness.
What are you doing?
Sir.
What am I? What does it look like I'm doing, you Nate? I'm exercising, aren't I?
That's what they always call it.
Naked.
Maybe because for the first time since I'm free. Free of rules and reports.
That's it. She feels
Free of
out of
this
this
life.
world
Free of life. Got another name for that.
because no one can
Dead.
notice.
Why do you always have...
Get dressed if you can find your clothes and push off, because if I can't have all of you, I'd rather... Hey, that's cheating.
Oh! Oh! Don't, Will. It's a hard road.
He threw me out? He threw me. But come on, points for spontaneity.
Stop it. Just stop.
Sorry, Don. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to freak you out.
What would you think would happen? You're freaking invisible, Buffy.
I know. Xander and Anya
I'd
are
be
working
like,
on it.
oh,
Figuring
that's
out
so
what
cool.
happened.
What about you? Shouldn't you be working on
But
it?
Dawn's got a lot on her
Of course not.
plate.
Do you even care about who did this to you, or if you're gonna be stuck this way? You're making jokes and...
But if this isn't reversed, you're gonna, well, dissolve or fade into nothing.
No one will notice as
Wow.
well. Oh, this is... Oh, I'm really, really scared.
Xander?
Don't talk. Just listen, Slayer. You don't have a lot of time.
Who is this? You sound familiar.
I'm nobody. No one you know. We've
Very
got your
convincing.
Priscilla, and if you don't want anything nasty to happen to her,
Love how he
better
puts
meet
on the
us
voice.
in the zoo.
Now.
Where?
Okay, now hold still, and all your troubles will soon be gone.
You're on the wrong setting.
What?
The gun, it's not set for reversing the particle ionization.
Oh, no.
It'll accelerate her molecular dissolution. I saw the plan.
Mind your own business.
What's she talking about?
That's
She's
what I'd
smarter
like
than
to
you,
Buffy's
idiots.
trying to kill you.
Willow!
So...
Powers, Slayer, but you'll find that we are not so easy.
Oh, God. We're gonna have an invisible fight!
leg.
Sorry, where is she?
Here.
Oh, this is such a great fight to witness, right?
I know that voice. You're...
Oh!
You have chest hair? Warren? Who are you?
Andrew? I summoned the flying monkeys that attacked.
But next time.
Watch out, Glory.
Next time.
Maybe not. I mean, it's locked. We're supposed to check it.
I forgot.
I give you...
Spell freeway. The oh my god, my head's gonna fall off. My feet are killing me way. I don't know how I got through this day.
It's little baby
The
steps.
important thing is that you're fading away. I actually got scared.
Yeah, who wouldn't?
Oh.
Me. I wouldn't. Not too long ago, I probably would have welcomed it. But I realized
Oh, she's making no steps.
I'm not
Good first steps.
I guess.
Oh.
Yay for us.
Yay.
Oh. First steps. Important first steps, that's the thing. Yeah. Well, that was fun for the most part. But I'm really glad that they intertwined the whole death aspect with this invisibility. Because it is like a ghost, isn't it? And especially how that correlates to Buffy and death. And how in this episode we saw Buffy make those, I guess, baby steps. Those baby steps to adjusting, because the first half of the season we've had Buffy struggling with life after death and how she doesn't feel that spark anymore, and she just hates being alive. But now she is making small steps. She's not there, but she didn't want to die, and that's important to know. It was the same with Willow and how she's adjusting to life without magic. The first step's always important, so yeah. But god dang. I did love that episode. I don't know if I should... I do feel a bit for Doris, because she's only doing her job, but, like... I mean, Buffy's, taking this opportunity to protect her sister, so... So that was crazy. Crazy episode, but it had some really, really good development on characters making their first steps. Especially with this being the halfway point of the season. It's allowing Buffy to finally, not want death. This episode had Buffy, there was that risk that she would die in this episode. And, she said, oh, and you're worried, is she going to think, well, that's not all that bad? But in the end, it was revealed that she wants to give this a shot. She wants to, progress, and she wants to find that reason to live. And it's really good to see those first steps, and it does warm your heart to see that she is trying. It's a difficult journey, but that's it. That's what the first steps are all about. Like Willow, like when she was having those temptations of using her magic. It's difficult, but she resisted, and that's progress itself. She's making those first steps, and like Buffy's journey, it's going to be a long and hard journey, but it's worth it in the end. And I'm really liking what we're seeing, but it's really great to have like such a crazy episode, but also not neglect the potential consequences that come with this episode. Because, like I said, there was a real possibility that Buffy could have died, but yeah, it was still chaotic. Like, Invisible episodes are always like very, very chaotic. But I'm glad that, you know, it produced a very, very meaningful subject as well, especially with Spike, how he was being insightful about Buffy not being noticed. There's another word for being free of life: dead. And how life was working in advantage for Buffy, because she can relate more to what she wants to feel, more so than ever since she was brought back. This is the closest she can get. There's not that, and there's a lack of responsibility on Buffy. She can do what she wants without being seen, and there's no consequences really. Buffy can just sit back and relax, and not just that though, but it's like a ghost where you're invisible to the world. But yeah, and you had like people saying, oh, so, like we heard screaming like this place was haunted. So yeah, but there was also like, this is it. There was also consequences to her feeling that she can do whatever she wants, especially with Spike, and especially with how, she took advantage of the fact that nobody can notice her and Spike because nobody can see Buffy. And it makes her feel like there is that level of, I don't know, there is that level of satisfaction. And this is it. Like, with nobody noticing, with her not adhering to, like, responsibility, the tasks she has to do, there is that lack of living, that lack of adulthood. It's a weight off her shoulders, a huge weight. She can do anything and no one will notice. And it's the same with Spike, because she's not there in a sense, and that kind of takes the disgust away from Buffy. You could see how playful she was being. Well, you couldn't see how playful she was being. No, but you could sense how playful she was being with the tone of her voice. And there's that sense of satisfaction because no one's gonna notice. So yeah, and it is just kind of sad, like, in terms of Spike's perspective, because he realizes this is all wrong. This is really, really, like, I know what game you're playing, Buffy, and it's not right. So yeah, but I really did appreciate how chaotic this episode went, especially with the police guy, Doris as well. Like, this is it. In a sense, I don't, like, Doris was only doing her job. Even though we are like, no, Doris, like, we need Dawn to live with Buffy, so clear off. But, like, in her character's perspective, like, Buffy is not, like, from Doris's perspective, how special is Buffy? So, yeah. But, in our perspective, we're like, yeah, clear off Dawn staying with Buffy, yeah. But, you can't, dismiss the fact that she was only doing her job. But still, clear off Doris. It was kind of funny to see Buffy play around with Doris in terms of, like, the cup, and yeah. But you do feel so bad for her because, like, she was... this is it. This is like Spike. There's that, like... there is, like, that advantage being taken, isn't there? So yeah, but still, it was kind of funny, but yeah, like I said though, there are consequences to Buffy's invisibility as well. Like Dawn, we know how done she is with people, how Willow hurt her, how Buffy has neglected her. And it's funny because she's the one that's feeling invisible to Buffy. Like, going back to Once More We're Feeling, her lines was, nobody even noticed, nobody, like, recognizes that she is here. And there is that sense of invisibility, isn't there? So the tables are turned when Buffy's the one that's invisible. And she is, this is it, like, she is concerned about how reckless Buffy is taking this situation. So yeah, she is not in the right state of mind, and you know, you can't blame her. She's been feeling in a bit of a, like, in the past year, she's been feeling in a bit of a whirlwind, and I say a bit as a understatement. And, you know, the saga continues with everyone just ignoring her. She feels isolated. She is, this is it. Buffy is fighting her depression, and you could say that Dawn is, I wouldn't say mimicking that, but is carrying her own depression. She feels lost. She just feels like nobody cares for her. And we saw a sense of, like, we saw a reverse of that in the last episode, but then she was betrayed with how Willow nearly killed her. So yeah, so it is very, very, you know, heart aching in Dawn's perspective. And there was that, like, sense of fear when Buffy was invisible. So, but this is it though. Like, it's so stressful because everyone is in a tense position. With Dawn, with Buffy, and like, Buffy is she's making first steps, but it's still a struggle. Like I said, it's the first steps to a long and difficult road for both Buffy and Willow. And you see how Willow is upset because there is the fact that there is that lack of trust. Like when Buffy was invisible, Xander's first port to call was, "Is this your doing, Willow?" And, like, don't get me wrong, I don't blame Xander whatsoever, like, in his eyes. But in terms of Willow's eyes as well, like, she's upset because there's a lack of trust, especially in a supernatural world. Any mishap, she gets the vibe that Xander's gonna assume it's all on her. So yeah, but it is a long journey for Willow, and I'm glad that I'm seeing, you know, I guess the Willow of old, in a sense. You know, trying to fight. I am worried that this is all gonna, you know, kick her back to the bottom, but I hope not. I hope that she does make that, you know, journey, and yeah, because there's a lot that Willow has lost. She nearly totally lost Dawn because of that recklessness. She's lost Tara. There is a sense of hurt within the Scoobies, so I do hope that things pan out well for Will, because I'm not gonna lie, it's been terrible ranting on against her for her recklessness, for how, you know, how antagonistic she's become in terms of, like, Giles in episode 4, with how Giles was giving her common sense, and then Willow is like, yeah, you better not piss me off because I'm that powerful. And I'm like, Will, calm down. So it has been painful, like, ranting against, you know, the cinnamon roll. So I'm hoping, you know, the journey can become smoother now. So yeah. But yeah, this was pretty good stuff. Loved the characterization with Buffy and Spike as well, even if it was like, even if it was, you know, sad in terms of Spike's perspective and how, you know, he felt done with how Buffy was just, well, I would say screwing around, which is a very appropriate wording, but she Spike realized what was up, and yeah, but it was still very good to see that chemistry. And yeah, there was also, like, the trio as well. We saw them make a return and causing this series of events that was kind of worrying, but also very funny as well. With the shenanigans that went on with being invisible, but also having a deeper insight in this group. And, you know, it's now that everything's out there, like, Buffy knows, the Scoobies will know, because Buffy will say, yeah, you remember these guys? Well, apart from Andrew. So I really like that, though. Like, you are... So yeah, but yeah, everyone's gonna know, and I do feel like there's a sense of tension within the group as well. Like, especially when they found out that the invisibility gun was also decaying the objects that were turned invisible. There was more of a worried outlook from Jonathan and Andrew. Warren wasn't as miffed, and there is that also moment where Warren towered over Jonathan as well. And I do feel like there is tension going around with the Scoobies. There is a tension within the group, within the trio, because of the fact that there is a more passive approach with Jonathan and Andrew. They are more shenanigans, whereas Warren seems to be a bit more eager. So yeah, but this was very, very fun stuff. Really intrigued to see what the next episode has to provide. But yeah, I'm a bit of a sucker for invisibility episodes. But I really loved how layered this was, and how this was really, really appropriate in not just creating the first steps for both Buffy and Willow to move on from their own struggles, but also how it correlates to how Buffy has been wanting to feel ever since she's returned. So yeah, fun episode all around. But yeah, I will see you guys next time. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. You can check my videos on the right if you want to check out more of my content. You can also subscribe to my Media Beats channel if you want to. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. Hope you guys take care, and I will see you guys next time. Toodles!